What it consists of? Either I can have roll number or number. So here I handled with name. So one string name followed with address of next node, one more node. So again create object of stack node. This 4 line is clear. Why we are using this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You should clear here. If it is not clear, I'm ready to explain again. I want to handle a collection of thing. One is data, the other one is address of next data address. So for that we are grouping it under a class. We don't have any other functionality. That's what I'm telling. If it is integer and integer, I will use 2-dimension array. But it is a heterogeneous type. The one will be the data, the other will be next node address.
Ma'am, in doubly linked list, we need to add one line here of previous.
Yeah, correct. Who's this? Let me complete stack. Then I will come to linked list program.
Okay.
Let us not confuse. But your point is correct. Your point is 100% correct. In doubly linked list, we will have data and we will have next and previous. So what are all the operation I'm going to do with what is the stack? I will be doing insert operation. Insert means I want to insert the record. So need to pass the data. So I'm inserting Ramya, I'm inserting Prachi, I'm inserting Vaishnavi. And every time after insertion, I'm displaying the record. So I should insert by passing the record. Do I want to pass record to delete, or can I remove the middle element or last element? No. My stack is designed in such the way it follows last in first out. So whichever the element is inserted at last will be removed first. So just call pop. Technically push is insertion, pop is removal in stack. Main block is clear. We have 4 insert. Don't worry, I'm just displaying every time in the separation. I am inserting Ramya and then Prachi and then Vaishnavi, and then I'm simply removing. If I have pop, it should remove Vaishnavi. If I have pop one more time, it should remove Prachi. Shall we discuss push?
And the pop will be used to remove the variable element.
It will be deleting the data which I have inserted. But I cannot point, I remove Prachi, remove Ramya. No. The last inserted item will be removed. Okay. You just imagine the real world example which we discussed. The piles of plates. So in a party buffet, so there will be the piles of plate.
But why are we removing this?
My intention is not to remove. My intention is to teach how this removal is happening with my stack. Please relate with real world or applications or real world example. Assume like there were piles of plates. The servant who were working, they have arranged some 20 plates, one after another. If you are entering into that that hall, you will be taking the first plate. The servant who kept the recently last plate is going to be the first plate taking out from the piles of plate. Okay, what did I discuss on the diagram? Yeah. So whenever I am inserting a new node, what would be the first step?
Memory. Allocate memory to no more.
Yeah. So listen, there were 2 categories. One is I may insert in an empty stack. I may insert in a stack which is already having an item. So I need to ensure whether the stack is null or not. If it is null, this first steps, first block, or otherwise rest are all same. If and else. If it is empty, what to do? If it is not empty, what to do? So whatever the steps, same thing I have written in the code. Yeah. So create a class, Java, everything is a class. So create a node called as top node. Whereas in linked list, we will be creating what will be that start. So there it is start node, here it is top node. So create a class where we are going to do operation. So here I'm creating a node as top. I'm creating a top node and I wanted to make which will be my top node. And initially top node will be null. So when I'm trying to insert the first record, so what is a common step in all the three algorithm? Here I'm doing the same. This is my first step. Allocate the memory for new node. And for that new node, assign the value. This is my value for the student name of new node with the name which I have passed. There were two cases. One is it can be an empty stack or it can be a stack with item. So if my stack is empty, nothing, it's an empty stack. This name is the first name I'm going to insert. So what did I do? See here, whatever the theory step I have mentioned, make top as new node. So the top node will be the newly created node. And do I have a next element? No. Make top dot next will be null.
Ma'am, please
This is for first time. Yeah, tell me.
please repeat this scenario. This
I will not repeat. You read these 4 points and you read this theory for 1 minute. I will repeat after that.
okay, ma'am, but please repeat it, ma'am.
So whatever there in a diagram theory, the same thing is there in a program. So you can relate. Nothing is magic. Nothing is a wonder. Everything is just a programming code. We should understand the logic. You analyze the 4th step. I'll again repeat. This is for everyone.
Ma'am, where
When
did you created the object student name?
The student name, it is just a,
Okay, so it's at the above. Okay.
it's a node class variable.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So my node consists of data and address of next data. For that, I created a top node. And then I'm assigning the value for new node, which I have created. And that new node is I'm going to make it a stop. Okay, I'm repeating. Listen. So whenever if I am pushing, I'm inserting the record. Step 1, I want to allocate the memory. This is a step in allocating a memory at runtime in Java. I'm sure everybody are familiar with this step. So for that new node object dot student name, I am allocating the name which I have passed as a parameter to the function. There were two cases. Either my stack is an empty stack. Nothing, no element, nothing. In such situation, I need to confirm it is null. So once if it is null, the newly created node will be the top node and it next will be null because there is no item. This is going to be the first item. Else, 3rd and 4th step in the diagram you relate here. Else, I already have 1 item or 2 item or 10 items. The 11th item I'm going to insert. In such case, 11th item dot next will be the previous top 10th item. So 11th item next will be the 10th item. I am making top as the newly created item. Now I'm swapping the variable top as the newly created 11th item. So that when I'm inserting 12 will be pointing to the current new top, which was 11. And again, I'm making 12th as top. That's all. That's all for insert operation. Swapnil, if it is linked list, if it is stack, it can be queue. I want to have a starting point. So in order to have a start and end, the place where I want to insert and delete, I need a reference. One of the reference in my stack is top. Swapnil, is that clear? His question is, why we initialize top inside this operation method? Because I want some entry point. In linked list, start is an entry point. In stack, top is an entry point. Is that okay, guys?
Yes,
Whatever the
ma'am.
operation I'm doing, if I want to insert, I'll be inserting above to the top. I need to know top. If I want to remove the top, and the previous element will be made as top. That entry point. You assume like a room full of something, some toys. So if I should have some door to put and to remove. Yeah, someone called me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, ma'am. I want to ask, can we initialize it directly without stack demo?
And see, when I want to remove one single line, what is my top as of now? 1078, 103. If I want to remove, just make top as top.next. That's all. My top will come to 102. By the way, 103 will be removed. Yeah, someone asked this question, why we need to have a top? The answer is in the next line. Only because of top, I can do any operation with my stack. Let's say I want to display the element. I should always refer my top. So top is assigned to temp. I'm ensuring that it is not null. Every time I'm displaying the data and I'm making top temp is equal to temp.text. Don't use top because this is an object type passed by address. So assign top to any temporary variable and you use the temporary variable to display the element. By the way, because of this line, all the elements will be stored in temp and the memory address, wherever you want, you can reference. So if I have 101, 102, 103, 103 is pointing to top. That is how we return the code. So I should start from top 103, print the data. Because when I refer top, top is referring 1078. In 1078, I want to print the record. See here, print the record, whatever the record, it can be name, roll number, anything. And then go to next. So from 103, it will go to 102 and then 101. It will go until it reaches null. Once it reaches null, it stops. Okay. I'll share the diagram. I'll share the coding to everyone. Please